Woo, that was rewarding. I did the weights, did some dancing. I didn't do that last night. I felt a little depressed, I'll be honest with you, so that's why I didn't do that. And of course, the other part is I thought I was going to have to go with Grandpa to get gas for the mowers, but he beat me to today. He got up, went and got gas, and when I was out there mowing with the push mower because I didn't know where he'd went and got gas. Anyway, that's where he was at and what he was up to and doing. Woo, I'm a little winded, I won't lie, but that's a good winded. A lot of questions in the inbox. I thought I'd cover a handful of them, maybe. First question here was, woo, do you feel after you do your workout with the weights, is it better than riding the bike or the Gazelle? What an interesting question. Um, I would say it's important right now for the upper body to keep it moving. Maybe after the 21st, I will look at going back downstairs for the bike and the Gazelle. There's nothing wrong. That's another question that was in the inbox. Is there something wrong with the Gazelle or the bike or maybe the basement since you haven't been downstairs? No, there's nothing wrong with all three. It's just I need to do the weights more for the upper body and the strength, and also to make sure that I know that it would be important for my lower legs to get to moving on the bike, but for right now I'm just focusing more or less on the upper body for strength. I don't want to lose any strength, and the soreness, knock on wood, has gone out of the arm around the shot area, so maybe that's a good sign as well. So I'm trying to stay focused on the positives versus the negatives, so that's a good sign to me that I'm doing the right thing by doing the weights. I got the 10-pound weights yet? No, I haven't, but I started to make it over to the weights today at Walmart when I was there, but honestly, I was in such a hurry and my mom was on the phone with me. And the good part about that was I told her I ran out of polyurethane for the well out here that I was painting. So she volunteered to give me a one can or two to finish up on the bottom, so it'll be done. So I didn't have to go in that direction, which oddly enough, ours is situated, I don't know if yours is, that the hardware department is close to the sporting goods department. It's like, why? But it's always been that way. And I was like in a rush, and they had all these pallets that they were trying to undo the pallets to stock the shelves, and I thought it's not worth trying to go over that area today. So I just got the cat food and a few. I went to go check. Here's another thing that I love, and it's getting very hard to find. Somebody asked me, please share with us one of your favorite snack foods. This is the God's honest truth. Petridge Farms. You make the most amazing goldfish crackers called baby goldfish. They're perfect. You can have 89 of them and be on target for my diet. So if you would please get those back in stock. It seems like all the stores right now don't have them. I went into County Market the other night. They were out. Walmart does not even carry them. What is going on, Petridge Farms? If you need somebody to be your spokesperson, don't look any further than right here. I will gladly do it. Your baby goldfish crackers are the best. Anyway, that's just a little rant too while I was at it. Another question here. Let's see. I'm trying to go through my email and read it to you at the same time. And pick out the ones that I can do. Lately, you reminisce more on your 8.5-year relationship than any relationship you've had locally. Is there any reason why you choose to do that? I would say the 8.5 years that I had with Mike, no matter what came or what problem arose, he was man enough to take it. By that I mean I'm not the easiest to put up with. I have my moments, but I pushed him many a times away, and the more times I would push him, he stuck like glue, like that old Sugarland song. And to get that sticking power, it locally, it's like you have amnesia when they have these relationships. They don't want to claim being in a relationship with me, and I think a lot of that has to do with my looks, that I'm not easy target, that I'm not that I have this YouTube channel that is too vocal. They're scared of being around me because they don't want to know if I would put them on the spot with the YouTube channel. That probably too. Although I gotta say, Mike was not with me when I started the YouTube channel. In all of the Illinois defense. So as great as the North Carolina guy was, he wasn't with me when I started doing the YouTube and channel. He, that was like done. I tried to use it to get him back, and that story. Go back and watch the videos. I would say the YouTube channel now is just an outlet for me to voice opinions and concerns. As for being in a relationship, I am like, I don't want to say a wildcat, but how about a bobcat? Because I'm always defending the bobcats. I would say I'm definitely short on temper. Sometimes I'm easy to get along with if I'm in a good mood. But you say the wrong thing on a wrong day, you're going to get the devil out of me. Let's go on. Next question. If you were to fall in love again, would you let the man work out with you? If I was stupid enough to fall in love again, which there would be a big if I was ever stupid enough, I would say I would do a lot of things different. I would want that man to be proud of me, not to be ashamed of me, to open the door, pull out my seat, have the one thing that most these men don't have, and that's staying power. And that means I can be mad and angry as hell, give you the silent treatment, not talk to you for whatever God knows reasons. And no matter what, you're not going to give me 2 or 3 days to think over my behavior, but you're going to be a mature man and adult and stick by me through all thick and thin. That's what I would say. But I am at the point, and I will say this again, my focus in my life right now is job, family, yard, and I'm done with the 5-year plans. I'm done with the 10-year plans. I have tried and tried, Lord God knows, to make out these plans. If you go back, there's a good video that I made about when I was 16, about all the expectations I had about relationships, love, and being with a man till the day I die. Greatest video ever made. I wish I could find that list now to share it with you again. But there's so many things that young Donna knew that was naive, and more naive as time wore on and when she got into relationships, because she thought those men actually existed. And I would not say that, they don't exist in Illinois, because my grandpa is a prime example of them existing, just not my man existing in my life like that. The ones I meet are I'm not going to start. Anyway, all I'm going to say is this. If they looked like Rip from Yellowstone, could put up with me, like, I love the line between John Dutton and Rip. When they're having that conversation, he's like, if you're joining the family, just tell me. That conversation. And then he's like going, you want to know why people are scared to talk to you? And Rip's, just kind of standing there, and he's like, well, if you're already marrying Beth, John Dutton says this, then you've already proved you're not scared of anything. And I think that I scare most men, whether it's my PCOS, whether it's my YouTube channel, my outlook on life, or them just not having what it takes to put up with me. They're weak. I'm strong. And I am a strong-willed woman. And I'm at the point I will do it on my own, and to hell with everything else. If I die tomorrow, I did it my way. And that's what I would have to say on that. But I met a lot of, some nice guys. But all in all, a lot of weakness I seen. And I'll leave that at that. Next question. A lot of these are about relationships, my personal relationships, and I don't want to get into those right now. Are you happy and fulfilled with removing yourself from the dating sites and being on your own since you are so headstrong? Very good question. I would say that I'm headstrong, yes, and I have taken time out to focus more on work, family, yard, and soon to be all of my plants that I'm going to have, because we're getting close to our planting season around here. We've already done the morning glories, yes. We had a great surprise with the tulips. I'm just hoping that our luck is not going to run out, because I want to do some potted plants like we always do in the barrels. And then, of course, my raised garden bed is going to have my tomatoes and marigolds. So hopefully that all works out well as well. I am not done decorating, so hopefully that goes well. No guarantees there. We're just going to have to wait and see how things go. And guess what? That's going to be all for tonight. I work the next several amount of days. So if I come on, it'll probably be one how was your day bombshell, or maybe after your workout bombshell. And I haven't got any books to review with you. I haven't got a novel read lately, so I'm in the process of almost finishing that one book, so that'll be interesting to see if the second book holds up as good as the first book, which has got a lot of pages marked to share with you. Okay, we'll do one more question here. Do you enjoy sharing the books, and do you think that drives people to go get the books? I hope it does. I really do. I enjoy sharing the books. I feel that maybe it gives a little light shown on like little parts of not only what I liked about the book, about how I believe love should be, or how I wish it was, or hoped it was for myself, but yet I live in my book. So with that being said, good night. Keep your 3 feet of social distance. Wash your hands. When you can't wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer, wear your mask. Most importantly, I wish you faith, hope, and love, and prosperity in the bank and in your heart. Make sure that you have this in mind. It is better to give than it is to receive. The greatest form of payment is thank you, and ask them to pass that act of kindness on is your greatest reward. Love every single one of you. Hope to see you again tomorrow.